Rich Harlan here with Hall of Fame Huddle. I'm sitting with Ali Poole, NBC Player of the Year, sophomore, and Coach Craig Rodgers from Carrollton, who was Coach of the Year. Craig, you guys had an excellent season. You won 14-0 in NBC. Can you give me an idea of what this team is like and why you guys were so successful this year?
We're very well rounded. The girls, they feed off of one another. We don't have one player that we rely on 100%. Obviously, Ali had some very good games for us, but a lot of her points came within our offense. We didn't run very many plays necessarily for her. She was able to create things on her own, which made us a better team because it pulled players away from other people, and she made everybody else a lot better.
And that's something that I was wondering. You guys have 6 players on the first team, second team, honorable mentions. There's plenty of talent on the team. Is that an easy, kind of chemistry for the team, or did it take some, time to get there?
It's easy. I think it's pretty easy throughout the season. Like I said, I have a lot of girls that are very unselfish. They look to pass probably a lot more than what they should. It definitely it's easy throughout the year. It's a lot harder in the postseason to try to nominate people, most definitely, because everybody's pretty so close in stats.
Yeah, and Ali, having so many good teammates around you, can you explain how that makes your job a little bit easier?
Yeah, just not having to rely on any a certain person to pass to. Just everybody was always working hard, always feeding off of each other, just doing whatever we could to get better, and just made everything easier for one another.
Is there any times during the season where you feel like since you are the I don't know particularly that you are the emotional leader, but you're the player out there, the go-to player. Do you put some pressure on yourself to make the big play, or is it just?
I don't really put the pressure on myself to make the big play. It's just you got to give the credit to whoever does it. If Monica or Rachel or whoever is in that moment that makes that play, it's all them that does it. It's not. You can't just put that on one person.
And you guys had you played some really good teams. You had losses in New Philly and Highland and in the Carrollton game. That some people wondered why you even playing. But what did those losses bring to you guys as a team, and how did it help mold who you guys were as a team?
You want me?
Sure.
I really brought a fire into everybody because nobody likes losing, especially us. We're not good losers. We want to win. We want to be perfect. We want to have that perfect season. And it just made the next practice. You work that much harder. You go that much harder at one another to get better. Just don't let that happen again.
And Coach, with the Hoover game, you guys lost by a considerable amount, but you hung in there for quite a long time. What were you guys looking to get out of that game, not only just for this season, but moving forward?
I think playing those teams, you're able to gauge where you're at and know what you have to do or the areas that you need to get better at. And I think having that game at the end of the season, we planned that to go kind of catapult us into the tournament because there's nobody in Division II that is quite that good.
Yeah.
So.
And with you guys' loss last week to Cambridge, how did the team take that? I know it was probably a little disappointing, and the expectations were probably higher. How did the team take that, and where do you see them moving, as of now?
We took it it was very difficult. It was very hard to swallow. And I think that'll be in the back of everybody's mind here for the next year till we get to that point again, and we'll always always will have that to try to fire us up and get us past that point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was definitely
something that I told the girls that follow me on Twitter is, you know, you guys do have a bright future. Don't let something like that be something that might hinder you or hold you back because you're so disappointed. But as a motivation, do you think that that's something that they're going to do with that?
Yeah, most definitely. Especially we'll have our seniors next year. We'll have four of our starters will be seniors, and there's definitely some motivation to go out and not let that happen again.
Now on the flip side, you guys had some really big wins. You beat West Branch twice this year, and that was a big win. And Louisville has won the league 3 years in a row, and you beat both those teams twice. How was those wins with you, Ali? Such a, you know, it helped you get over the hump and propel you guys.
It was great. It's just to go 14-0 in the season it was just the best feeling ever to win NBC, to get it outright when we were so close last year. It just, like, we really made it. Like, my freshman year, we went 1-1 with both West Branch and Louisville, and then this year just to be able to beat them both times, it just proves how much we have improved and how we've worked hard to get where we're at.
And Coach, you this is your 7th year here. What are some of the things that you bring, you know, your principles as the head of the team? You guys consistently get better every year. What are some of the things that you bring with you as far as your philosophies and things you want the team to focus on?
Just think different. You have to look at every year the personnel that you have and treat it a little bit differently because not every team's going to be the same year in and year out. But I have it pretty easy because the group of girls that we have work very hard on their own, and by the time November rolls around, they've put in quite a bit of basketball through the spring, through the summer, and the fall. So it does. It makes it's made it a lot easier over the last few years. Just their passion for the game.
That brings me to my next question with you, Ali. As a sophomore, you won the Player of the Year in NBC. Was that something that surprised you? You got it so early, or was that a goal of yours?
It definitely was a goal, just because it's a great honor, but I've worked really hard and I was glad that I could get it. It was a bit of a surprise. I was glad that I had made that impact on all the other coaches.
And Coach mentioned that all you guys put a lot of work in on your own. You're wearing your baller to become the best shirt.
Yeah.
What pushes you to be the best and just continue to get better?
Just the love of the game, and just we've gone to state tournaments, me and all the going to be seniors, since 4th, 5th grade, and we've gone every year, and we want to play there. It's been in our mind and in our heart for the longest time, and we want to be there. And next year's, we really want it. We just want it, and it's behind everything we do. You gotta make this run because you gotta make that run. If you're gonna want to go the whole season, the whole tournament, you gotta be able to get through everything.
And just, you know, for fun, throughout the season, who's the toughest matchup for you? You know, when you gotta focus on scoring and carry your team a little bit. Who was the toughest matchup for you through the year?
Which team we played?
Who guarded you? You know, someone that just pushes you and really you just really want to get out there and play against them and
definitely Melinda Trimmer. Definitely Melinda Trimmer. She's a great athlete. I played with her this summer at Chicago, and she's definitely a friend. But we always go head to head. We have since. It's just one of those things.
Okay, well, I thank you guys for sitting down with me. Good luck next year. And again, congratulations on your honors.
Thank you.
Thank you.